Hello everyone, welcome to my video. YouTube, sorry. Oh, I said that, weird. But welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you have a great day. If you haven't seen my last video, feel free to go check it out. About an 81-year-old guy climbing 282 Scottish Highlands in honor of his sick wife, which I think is pretty cool. So if you haven't seen that, feel free to go check it out. But in this video, I'll be looking at the Lost Valley of Glencoe. It does say brackets as well, or that's called something different where you are, but brackets is basically like the bits like that where it's got words in between it. I can't remember what you call it in America or anything like that, but it says Bidean Nam Bian, I think I said that right, is actually the name of the, I'm guessing, Lost Valley. But let's just check this out. So correct me if I'm wrong, but it says up there, you can see it in the screen anyway. But yeah,
See us taking on the two Munros, Bian Nam Bian and Stob Corey Skriach. You'll be able to see if you prefer this route that was on View Ranger or if you prefer the Walk Highlands route. In this route you'll need two cars, but the views are definitely much better doing this route. If you watched last week's video to the end, you'll see that we camped over and these were the Munros.
Wait, you need a car or can you walk it? I'm guessing obviously you can walk it, it's just going to be much more. How can you drive? If there's a car, how can you drive up there? I mean, I guess you can walk it if that's the case. But let me know in the comments below if you walk it.
The following day. Right, let's get into the video.
Oh, and he's walking it. Okay, that's answering my question.
The start and the finish of these Munros is in the same car parks as last week's video. For the first part of this walk, you do have to just walk over the bridge and then you just jump over that little barrier and go through this gate and then you can just follow the path up.
Okay, so you can walk it.
Right, Steve Fallon says this is 4.5 hours, but he did.
Yeah, he just go with that.
He done us wrong yesterday, but I don't think it's going to be 4.5. I mean, look at this.
Guess it gets cold windy there as well.
Look at the size of this. Like I said in the video, Steve Fallon said this route would take roughly 4.5 hours. If you stick around to the end, you'll see how long it actually took us. But the equivalent Walk Highlands route, it said, would take between 4 to 7 hours.
4 to 7 hours at some. I guess it depends on how fast you walk as well.
In this walk, there's only little bits of scrambling. It's nothing too crazy, and it's nothing on last week's video because it's a whole different ball game.
It's another question. I know you obviously do those what do we call those sticks now? Mountain climbing sticks or ski sticks. I don't know what you call them. I can't remember what you call them. I haven't really looked into it. But do they help obviously climbing things like this little area, or is it just more for like steepy sort of places? That's another question I'd like to ask as well. Let me know in the comments below, because I'd obviously know, like from my city, like in the south of England, obviously far south, like right in the bottom of the coastline. I'm right in the centre, in Southampton, so. But and we don't use that sort of thing at all really, so we don't really, I don't think we know as much compared to that. So, but do you need those a lot more in places like that, or let me know in the comments. I do go like
you do get to see this lovely waterfall as you're
walks
walking
and stuff,
on.
like, but it's nothing like this. Oh wow, just take that view. I love waterfalls. If you haven't noticed from some of my videos as well, looking at some of them, like the Devil's Pool Pit was part of it one time. But yeah, that it's like a small waterfall, but just an amazing view. I love the waterfalls. Scotland seem to have a shitload of them compared to what they do. I mean, they don't have any waterfalls in my city at all.
For getting to the top of the Munros, most of the walk up is just following the
I think
river.
Scotland probably a lot more that anyway. So it's pretty good. Oh, that's amazing. The sound of water just
You can see already how lovely this route actually
relaxing.
is. But once you've completed both the Munros and start heading down, you will go through the Lost Valley.
It's just the sound of water, like when it just like the waterfalls and stuff like that. The way it goes through the rocks. Oh, it just feels relaxing to me. I don't know if it feels the same for you guys, but for me it just feels so relaxing. And you know, obviously the videos I've seen from Scottish stuff, a lot of the stuff within Scotland compared to like where I am, and obviously Scotland's known as a very magical place and out of this world stuff, so I can understand why they call it that. It's just breathtaking, it really is.
And a lot of people will just park at Glencoe to go and see the Lost Valley and not do the Munros because it is a beautiful place.
Wow. I'll just go back that a bit. Oh, no. Look at that view. That is amazing. Just the water comes from all the way down there and just... And the view is just astonishing. Can't think of a place I would see anything like that. At least not anything I would know anyway. But, wow. Yeah.
So we've passed all the water section and we're now currently halfway up the Munro. The walk in last week's video had properly killed our legs for today. I think my legs were sore for 3 or 4 days after this whole trip.
Just absolute rocks everywhere. I bet that looks great in the snow as well. He's just left his friend behind, like way behind.
Yeah, the views in this walk just kind of came out of nowhere. We were just walking up and then all of a sudden we were at like a ridge and then we just saw some like fantastic views.
You're not kidding, look at that. Look at that view, man. Wow, how? That is
Once
insane.
you reach this ridge, it is fairly easy after that because you don't actually have to go down that much between the two Munros. Weather-wise, I think we had a pretty good day. I've always said that I prefer like an overcast day, but the clouds are high enough where you can see everything. So we were happy with the weather. Once you get to the very top of the first ridge, you will get to this point where this isn't a Munro, but the views are spectacular. And in the distance, you can see the Anach Ridge, which was the ones that we done last week.
I need to keep up the ridge. We'll have to look into that. We'll find a video of it.
In the video you can see me pointing to Bian nam Bian and Stob Kore Skriach. But as of currently editing just now, I'm on 54 Munros and Glencoe is by far the best for scenery out of all the Munros I've done so far. Like, Glencoe is by far the best. I have heard Skye's meant to be beautiful, so I cannot wait to do some of the Munros there. In the video you can see people in the distance at the top of the Munro.
I obviously just about.
So we managed to reach the top of Bidean nam Bian in just over 2 hours and 40 minutes. And it was a bit annoying because we did have clouds on one of the sides, but later on we saw someone who had been up literally an hour and a half before us who had had a cloud inversion that day, because we saw it on one of the Facebook pages and it did make us really jealous.
That'd be pretty cool to see, cloud inversion.
7 to 8 metres to get to Stob Kore Skriach.
I guess if you're like really high in the clouds, I'm guessing like
If you're enjoying the video,
You know,
or if you're
very
finding some of this
cool to be
content
in the
useful,
cloud as
please
well.
give it a like and subscribe to the channel, because I am trying to
Obviously-
hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year.
Oh, he hasn't.
So the peak I'm pointing to just now
got a
is
menu then.
Stob Corey Skriach.
going down now, so I guess he's going towards it.
Walnut rainbow, isn't that the way you used to make me feel?
Just honestly, look how stunning it is. I have done most of my Munros in the Cairngorms just now, and they are really nice, but they're just nothing compared to Glencoe.
That is amazing view.
Don't let you inside. Love you too much to always be that way.
So that little mud path you can see going down the mountain, that is the path that we do have to take back. And we were thinking, oh no, is this another dodgy route that we'll have to take? But it did turn out to be okay, but the start is a bit sketchy.
Now there's no way to bring me
Does
home.
look a bit.
You gotta learn how to let go. Don't wanna bring you down when I'm crashing. Don't come too close. Hold up, I'm starting a fire.
So we did end up reaching the top of Stob Corey Skriach in just over 3.5 hours.
Stob
And the
Corey
views
Skriach.
definitely did not disappoint.
Oh no, those views look just astonishing. I will say that.
On the way back, it is quite common to veer off the track because at one point it splits and you do go much higher, but we ended up just continue on and go on the low road, so if you want to make sure you don't do that, just keep watching until that point.
I just can't get over the view. Insane.
Too close to breaking, making a point, starting a riot. Feel I'm spacing. That was the point in holding on when I'm all alone. Hold me close.
So where the cairn is, here is the dirt path that you do have to take to go back down.
Too much to always be that way. I wanna be close to you, but I can't. So instead I fall down, find me in a haystack. Now there's no way to bring me home. You gotta learn how to let go. Don't wanna bring
I
you
bet
down.
that's gonna be quite hard to go down.
Don't come too close.
Doesn't
So
look
the
too bad.
valley
now.
you can see just now is the Lost Valley. And on the map you can see us now just starting to walk down the Lost Valley.
But that's the Lost Valley. Wow. I can understand obviously it's in like now let's pause it. Obviously I can understand why it's because it's right between each I guess they're mountains. It's right between both of them, so it's kind of hard to like say otherwise basically. But the fact that it's just in the middle of nowhere, that's why it's known as Lost, I guess. But so why is it called Lost Valley? I mean, is there a different view from what I said on why it's Lost Valley? Let me know in the comments below about that. I'm not sure.
It's a good thing your thing has stabilization, like my body's vibrating from my leg.
If you can see off into the distance just now, there's these 3 big boulders, and at this point there's a path to the right that you take. You go up the mountain a bit, but definitely take that path, because instead what you see just now is us walking through what would be a river if there was a lot of rain. So yeah, definitely take the high road, and I'll take the low road.
See what we did there. Quite in a song from what I can pick up.
Right. Might be. This bit that we did walk down was pretty cool, but it was a lot of unnecessary hard work. We were walking down there for about 10 minutes before we realised, oh no, we are on the wrong path. So we were just trying to go up the tall grass to the right, like uphill a bit, and then we did find a point where we did join onto the path, which is what
That little cave that was just there. Let's go back a little bit.
Just trying to go up the
This bit
tall
here, is
grass
that a little
to the right.
cave?
Like,
looks like a little, what's in there? Is that just like a, where the rocks are built, or is that like a little, looks like a little cave or something like right there?
Uphill a bit, and then we did find a point where we did join onto the path, which is what you can see just now. We did pass a lot of people who were obviously not hill walkers, who had just come up to this point from the car park being, oh, is it nearly there? Are we nearly at the valley yet? Meanwhile, like, we'd just done like 5 hours worth of walking, and then they're complaining after like half an hour. We did find that a bit funny, but yeah, a lot of people do just come up just to have a look at the Lost Valley.
I mean, who wouldn't, personally?
But we could see the cars in the distance now, and we were just getting our last look at Glencoe. And we did end up getting back to the car park bang on 6 hours, so it was an hour and a half longer than Steve Fallon said. Thanks, Steve. So the total distance of the walk was 10 kilometres or 6.7 miles. Bian Nam Bion is the 23rd tallest Munro in Scotland at a height of 1,150 metres. And
I've walked along that before.
Skriak is the 65th tallest.
I've walked longer than 6 miles before, so it's not that bad actually. Obviously, I'm guessing it takes a bit longer because obviously you got to climb, go around, more climbing. I guess that's what takes the most time. But I'm pretty fast walker myself, but I mean, I guess like walking that distance would probably be very different by people. But the fact it takes 6 hours roughly to go around a whole lot, and it's only 6 miles, it's mostly you obviously get like more climbing and stuff, and you'll go. It'll depend on this like the weather. That's what takes most of the time, I guess. But
Monroe, and if you haven't been to Glencoe yet, what are you waiting for? You need to go now. It is beautiful, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's a very good video. What was that? A pretty good video. I like that. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, if you liked the video as well, feel free to give it a like. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can see more of my videos. And I will see you in the next one. So take care. Have a good night. Bye.